Hi Army. Hi. So I want to get cozy with you guys. Yes, I want to do a reading about your soul purpose. What is your soul purpose and how can you reach that, you know? So today this is like a series I want to do, and because I want to take longer, I want to really talk about this, and I don't want to rush it, and I don't want to use too many of our cuties for that. You know what I mean? So we're starting off with Hobi, and we're also doing Jungkook today. So if Hobi is your bias and you feel called to look to the Hobi reading and it appeals to you, then welcome. This might be your reading. So I hope it resonates. And I want to look at, first we want to look at your soul purpose. Okay? So I want to look at this. I have 2 decks here. I want to shuffle to this. So the universe, the spirit, please connect me. What is the soul purpose of this army watching us right now? Hobi biased army, please give me a card. The soul purpose. Those decks are hard to shuffle, so I just take a card. Please give me 1 card, universe. That's it. Dear universe, please give me another card. What is the soul purpose of this army watching us? Okay, turn it around, so I take the first card that's coming up. I also want to take another one. So please give me the soul purpose of this army watching us right now that is drawn to Hobi deck. I also want to use different cards for that. So universe, please give me 3 more cards for the soul purpose for pile Hobi. Okay, this fell on this one. Okay, this fell on this one. Okay, then we do a reading, because universe always looks how the reading, they want to do the reading. So I adapt to what universe is telling me. So they wanted to throw out cards for this. That's fine by me, Let's see if okay. Okay. So let's see. This is your soul purpose, This is what your soul is here for, what you're called upon. And the first card up is trust your path. And we have here, can you see that? Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So army, ask yourself this question. And I think this is the 3. Oh yes, this is the army card. Okay, so you're supported by army. So ask yourself that question, army. There's that big gateway. Look at the colors. It's pink, purple. So it's all about community, being supported with friends, supporting others. So your soul purpose involves supporting others. Your soul purpose also involves being an army, because this is the first card up, and this is my army card. This is my army card. So this means your soul purpose is being an army. Yeah, those are for me mountains also. The colors match too. Those are mountains in life and water, emotions. See here? That's like springs, hot springs. So this is like emotions for me. So being an army, having emotions as an army, going to concert, it's part of your life purpose, okay? Let's see what else. It says intensity. And it says inner earth. You will survive this. New solutions and beginnings. So you have a lot of hardships. Like you already experienced a lot of hardships. It's also all about your inner growth. You could be an earth sign. I feel strong earth energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, so you might be an earth sign. And it says intensity. Can you see the cards? Because I have to look at them. Yeah. It's about the survival with friends, you know. When I see this here, this is also about a mountain, this hot springs. You have a path in your life that involves very much overcoming inner struggles, overcoming mountains. Especially in relationships, especially in emotions, because I see a lot of water here. That's a lot of water. And those inner emotions, they are very strong, you know, very intense. So I also feel that your connection here with ARMY, with BTS, is very strong. It's part of your life path. And it's very intense. So you might be connected to the boys, very intense. You will survive this, it says. New solutions, new beginnings. You also experience very intense new beginnings and very intense endings in life, you know. This could be that you have experienced this already. I don't know how old you are. But the intensity of the new beginnings is important for you to transform. And you have the support of ARMY to do that, because here I also see that in the middle, this is your main focus in life. You know, your main focus to came here is to experience intensity. And that's why when you have breakups or when you experience something, it's always very intense. It's not like when you go, you know, in life and you have this path and, you know, like, you know, when people just walk in life and they walk a straight path and nothing is happening, that's not your life. You have very intense new beginnings, very intense feelings. You experience very intense relationships. I also see that. And being ARMY helps you to overcome this. Okay? So what else? Yeah, I see that as soul right now. So this is the support of ARMY you always have in life. This is your life journey. Intense new beginnings and solutions. Intense survival. Like, living very intense. You live very intense. You probably are a person that experiences every moment, you know. And it should all lead because you are called. You are a called soul. Look at this. This is the purple skies. Look how beautiful this card is. And it says called. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Yeah, you're called to ascend, you know. Look at this. It's also again the purple pink color. It's the connection to the universe. So if you watch this ARMY and you feel called to watch this reading, it's my first reading to do that. And if you feel called to do that and you chose just the right person, like the first person coming up is Hobi. It's our sunshine. You know, so you're being called to find your light. We also see that here in the aloneness. This is the Hermit card in tarot for me. You know, that's someone that's shining a light, someone that's finding the light and being alone. See, you experience very intense feelings in life. You might be a loner, someone who loves being alone, someone who is not. So it could be two scenarios. Either you are a person that's very comfortable alone and you need time alone in life to, you know, to recover from those intense feelings. Or I see someone who doesn't get along with loneliness at all, you know, someone who's trying to have relationships to cover up this. And that's why the universe always you know, gives you these intense experiences, because you have to walk not alone this journey, but your soul has to ascend alone. That means not alone like in alone, but you know, loving yourself. That's why the boys came into your life, because that's what we learned from the boys. That's why being an army is your most important life, soul, important part of your soul journey, you know, the most important part, because here you get support. It's because you should experience this intensity. You signed up for experience very intense beginnings, very intense feelings. You want to live every moment. And it all is because your soul wants to step up a level. You know, you came here to step up a level. Maybe also because you feel called maybe to be a teacher for other souls, you know, because you shine a light here. The hermit is also a leader. Someone, but that leads like a monk, you know. That doesn't mean you have to be a monk, you know what I mean? But here's a monk on that picture. Someone that shares values. Someone that has to experience experiences alone. So it could be that in your personal life you experience a lot of loneliness, because this is part of your soul journey, okay? So don't worry if you have very intense breakups, and the universe, you probably don't have long relationships, be it no matter what. Maybe your army friends are the friends you have the longest. Maybe you experienced very much not having a soul group around you, because you are on the journey, not alone, but you feel called as one soul. Okay, see it here. Here is also one, and being part of army helps you to be in that group. That's why that's why army came in. I'm pretty sure, you know, because you felt lonely, because you felt like you this loneliness. It's not loneliness, but you felt like this aloneness, you know. And it's number 9. Number 9 is single, being single. And that's why the universe brought you that experience with BTS and Army, and so your soul feels united with other army. That's the only card here with other people on the table in the soul progress. Yeah, I'm very much this is your soul journey. So let's put them up. And we want to look how you can reach that. How can you reach that? Universe, show me a card. How can this army reach their soul purpose? And what is needed? How can they reach it? Okay, fell down. I have to get it. I want to use my other deck too. Like, I want to use this deck. And I want to use our BTS deck. Okay. Universe, how can this army reach this? This soul pattern. How can they reach their soul mission? What is the journey? What is needed in real life? Okay. Okay, I get 3 cards because I feel comfortable with using a 3 card. Yeah, using 3 cards for telling the story. I also want to use this deck because I feel called to. I only do the things I feel called to, you know, and I adapt to each reading because, you know, sometimes the universe wants to do something different and then we adapt. Why is this card here, universe? Okay, fell down. Why is this card here? Your energy is all over the place, army. You might be right now feeling very intense. Because I might have told you a story. because I feel the energy. And yeah, very intense, very intense. Yeah, very intense. You have a soulmate walking around this earth too. That's why they keep you alone, Army. Yeah, that's very interesting. There's another one. Woo! There is another one walking around. And this with the camera, it's always confirmation. So, I want to see. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think you can see it. Okay, Army. Is it? Yeah, do you see that? Yes. Wow, Army, look at this card. How can you reach this? Look at this card. It's the Miracles card. Again, we have that mountain. It's like a mountain for me is alone. It's a loner. You know, you might be someone who lives alone, who might be someone who is alone right now. Yeah, you don't have many bonds to many people. You are like a stone, like someone who's in their values, not breakable. You are like a healer, like someone who shines the light. I see that here. You're trying, but in the first years of your life, you have to find the light, you know. This miracle, it usually happens like finding your light. That's why in the first years of your life, if you are in your 20s, you might feel very like not belonging to somewhere, just to Army. That's why they brought Army in. So you have a group where you can feel belong, you know. But you need to be that rock for other people. You need to be that rock. I see that here. That's like, and miracles come in. You will experience miracles happening in your life. You will find the universe coming to you, calling you when you are older. Army, if you are in your 20s, that's not happening right now. That's happening years later, you know, because look how that mountain grows. A mountain doesn't grow fast, you know. So you have to experience all this like mountain, you know, stone for stone. You experience very intense feelings. You experience very intense feelings, especially in relationships. And they brought Army in so you can feel comfortable. You have someone where you can hold on. But your soul purpose is either you are the miracle for people in your life later, or you shine the light. You are like a teacher, like a soul teacher, because you feel that calling here. But you will experience miracles, Army. If you resonate deeply with that, your life will turn around so much. But later in life, you know. Yeah. Yeah. You experience, like, look at this woman. That's a Ten of Swords. That's like endings. Dead end. Transformation, ending of cycles. You experience in your life transformation where you constantly feel stuck. See that? You experience, especially in your thought process, where you feel stuck in your thoughts. Because you thought maybe let's say you met the love of your life and you feel wonderful. And then suddenly a breakup happens. Because the universe, you know, they want that you grow like that rock. You need to make those experiences, otherwise the miracles cannot come in. So they take that out of your life. The Ten of Swords are endings. It's like when you cannot move on anymore with your head. You're done. You don't know what to think anymore. Those things happen or will happen in your life. And you feel stuck in your mind. You feel, especially in relationships, you will stuck. You know, you will feel stuck a lot of times in your life. So if this applies to you, Army, this is your reading, you know. You will transform. You have very intense endings and very intense new beginnings. And if you don't experience a lot of groups. I see that here again. See the Tower reversed? It's like all the time. Yeah, but you will be successful. If you can keep that, this is the Death reversed. This means for me, it's a stigma. See that? That's Taeyang's song. Stigma is something that's bound to you. And look at those cards. They exactly are this exact same color. They are from different decks. Look at this. They are from different decks. That's no coincidence. And look how they fit. You could even make one card out of it. So this means you experience death reversed all the time. You experience intense feelings with people, with relationships, and you don't want them to end. You hold on to them, but you have to move on, but you feel stuck all the time because you are like, you don't want this to end, you know. You are a person, maybe you think, oh my gosh, that's the perfect person when you meet someone, or when you have a friend circle and you feel very cozy and happy with those people. But then you realize, you know, they leave you, or they go, or they mob you, or something happens, you know, where an ending is made. An ending is made. And you don't want this. You say, no, I don't want this to end. And you keep yourself stuck. Here again, you keep yourself stuck. It's you know, it's almost time, but it's like you stop the clock from moving forward. You know, but you have to accept this. You don't want this to end. You are a person, you don't, because you fear this finding your light alone. This is what you don't like. Look at the color matching. Because you don't feel this loneliness or this being alone for yourself and trying to find your light. You feel this as loneliness. You don't feel this as powerful or perfect or great circumstances in your life, you know? You feel that. That's why it keeps you stuck, the universe. But you will be successful. Look at this. What else do I see? Wow. This card is success in all its forms, you know. Being successful, being a leader. This is the leadership card. So Army, miracles will happen. You will become a leader. You will lead other people because you're a soul leader, you know. But this will happen later in life. So you will find yourself in those situations, you know. And especially with love. Yeah. Especially with love. Because you are a person, if something is ending, you don't want this. Yeah, maybe you also experienced an ending. But I see it as, that's like, oh my gosh, look at this, Army. This is Two of Cups, that's soulmate energy. So there's someone out there who's exactly like you. You will be leaders. This is crazy amazing, you know. And you could be an air sign. I see you're in your 20s, you're younger. You're very passionate. You feel like you have wings. You want to accomplish everything. You're like that puma. You want to accomplish everything. You want to jump right into the next adventure. And a Knight of Swords is someone for me who speaks their truth. Someone who speaks the truth. So this is the truth. This person could also be an air sign. That's your other half, you know. But I rather see it as someone who still has to experience a lot of this, you know. And I want to get the Knight of Swords. I want to get a card here. What is this Knight of Swords all about, universe? But you will be a leader, Army, and miracles will happen in your life. It's amazing. Very amazing. Very amazing. Look at this. Going with the flow. And that's what you need to do. You must swim in the water. That's your soul purpose, you know, but you don't want to. A Knight of Swords, stopping that. That's what you do here. Look at the cards, like they are the same color. This is what you need to do. Look at this blue here. You need to go with the flow, and if an ending occurs, you need to let it occur. But you are a Knight of Swords. It's someone who rules their own world. Someone who makes it happen. Someone like Hobi, someone who dances and makes it, you know. He changes his own surrounding. A Knight of Swords is a knight who's very in armor, Like he has shielded everything around him. So it's very thought energy. Means this person thinks a lot. So you might be a thinker. That's what I see here too, because your soul purpose, you are a leader, so you must be a thinker, you know. But you think a lot, and you with your thought process, you stop that. You stop the flow from happening. But this you don't, don't do that. This is what you need to stop. You just must go with the flow, Army. This is very important. There is someone out there. If you were lonely most of the time in your life and you never had the feeling you could go with a group, or you don't feel, look at the colors matching to Hobi's suit from those two women. This is a soulmate. I mean, there are two women depicted, but it's a deck where only women are on. But Army, please don't, this is your soul journey, and all of our souls are alone on this earth, but there's someone out there who's exactly like you, and the miracles will happen. You will become a leader. It could be that this person is a leader, someone who's already at the top, but you will meet that person, and you will not be alone anymore. So Army, if this applies to you, don't be the Knight of Swords who wants to change everything. Miracles will happen in your life. Look at the colors of the rainbow, and here, the intensity. It's amazing. I mean, this is amazing. I really love that pile. I really love it. I mean, it applies to me too, but I really love it. This is amazing. Because if you are a soul leader, someone that helps ascend souls to step up a step, you have to experience very intense feelings. Otherwise, you cannot lead as a soul. Because you have to go through the darkest. Look at how dark here it is on the bottom of the card. You have to be at the darkest side. That is part of your soul journey. If you have asked yourself, why do I always have to experience endings, very intense endings, and especially in relationships, Army? Why is there no one out there like me? If you ask yourself this is your pile, and miracles will happen. You have to grow like this mountain, Army. This is important for you, okay? So I think this is very an awesome reading. I want to stop it here, and I'm doing Jungkook next, but I will upload it in 2 separate piles, okay? So I just want to put Hobi's picture there, and if you feel drawn to that Hobi reading, and this is your pile, you will know it, and then you can listen to the reading. Okay, Army, I will upload those readings with our guys. Your bias or whatever you feel drawn to, whomever of our boys, I will upload them separately. Okay? So I will do Jungkook next. And yeah. Very awesome reading, Army. Very awesome. Okay, guys. I love you. Have fun watching those readings. And, very special. Okay, bye, guys.